Hello everyone, it's your friend and brother again, Young.i.d TV in the building. Thank you very much for always sharing my work. Thank you very much for always checking on me, and thank you very much for always leaving a comment at the comment section. You know, I'm your favorite YouTuber always on your screen. History, they say, is human, and history, they say, is part of the world existence that we are living in today. Without history, we cannot defend ourselves, and without history, it's like a man who is lost in the desert.
In 1897, a group of British military in a reprisal attack passed through Ugoton community to invade Benin City.
Let's now go through this route to see the river with which they have sailed through to get access to the ancient Benin Kingdom during the reign of Oba Ovorame.
Ugoton community is located between Ugbine and Gelegele in Ovia Northeast local government area of those states, and one can also access the community through Upper Ekewan Road. According to indigenes of Ugoton, the community was founded by Prince Ikaladera. The community was formerly known as Igwi Kaladera before it was changed to Ugoton or Gwato. Ikaladera was the only son of Oba Ewedu of Ogiso dynasty, who later moved to Ile-Ife and became the Oni of Ife. While at Ugoton, Prince Ikaladera had a cock who possessed a mystical powers which he used in protecting the community from attacks and other social vices. The Ugoton River, which is close to the Gelegele seaport, is where the British forces passed through by means of a ship to invade Benin City, which was during the reign of Oba Ovorame.
At this river, now Igbo pass, enter Benin. Who the pass come carry Oba Ovorame, at this river, now the pass come.
One of the elders of the community, Chief Amos Osakwe, said upon the arrival of the British military at Ugoton, they made the palace of Onhenokun of Ugoton community their military base, where they fired all sorts of missiles into Benin. Chief Amos Osakwe said the military remained at the community for about 4 years, initiating different strategies to strike the palace of the Oba of Benin, while the locals were afraid of the fierce-looking military. The wreckage of the ship, which the military used as a means of transportation to access Ugoton, is still in the custody of the community, including the weapons they used in shooting from Ugoton, which is several kilometers to Benin City.
Is the machine gun, as the old term for the white men. 1897, that the white men were using to shoot a gun to the Benin City. We now went to inside the river to call instructions of it. And at that time, in case of historians, people that take history, students came to take it.
Chief Osakwe said the British soldiers decided to be firing from Ugoton because it was difficult for them to invade Benin City through that route, as the Benin warriors were stationed around the Asoro Hill on Ekewan Road down to Uloko-Ezomo, now known as Ehaikme, to prevent the invasion of the palace of the Oba of Benin at Ogbe.
When the white men were coming to make a trip to the Benin Kingdom, this is the access road from the river. So when the white men get here, they will wash their leg before they put them in Amoko.
What is Amoko?
Amoko, it be like a sleeping chair. The Benin does not allow their leg to touch ground right from here to the Benin. It is that vision of Benin Kingdom when the white men call, they carry that little pot here.
They took it away?
Yes.
The people of Ugoton, who are predominantly farmers, may have moved on from the terror they experienced during the British invasion, which took over the place, but the community still plays a significant role in modern-day Benin culture and tradition. For instance, the community has an elders' chambers where a Benin prince, till date, must visit to receive a title before becoming an Edaike of Uselu, proceeding his coronation as the Oba of Benin. The 40th Oba of Benin, His Royal Majesty Youngid II, for instance, also visited the elders' chambers at Ugoton community before his coronation ceremony in 2016. The news crew were also taken to the exact spot where the Benin's and British officials carried out trade by barter, which was first done by Oba Esigie. Despite this historical background of Ugoton community and all the clamor to diversify the nation's economy through culture and tourism, the people of Ugoton are still waiting for government's intervention to develop the community.
This is an oil well that was drilled in 1966 right here in Ugonton community. As a community that has these natural resources, one would expect that it will be very developed, so much so that those in the community will be proud to say they are oil producing community.
We want the government help us, give us a better light, better water, and better road.
Today, I can say there's no government intervention here. Any present government that call that they want to make Edo State to be a tourist attraction, this is supposed to be the first attraction for the whole Benin Kingdom. To even talk of the gateway to heaven, which other people, foreigners, used to come to watch. This is the gateway to heaven.
What is it called in Benin?
The gateway to heaven.
As is obtainable in the Western world, tourism is a major source of revenue, and it is expected that government at all levels will promote culture and tourism, beginning with Ugonton community. Best Mbiere reporting. Prince Idubo, also known as Arua, was the son of Oba Ozolwa and has a brother known as Prince Osawe, who succeeded Oba Ozolwa and took the title of Oba Esige, while Arua was the Duke of Udo in Ovia Southwest local government area of Edo State. The princes were sons of the two wives of Oba Ozolwa. Idia, the subject of the famous first stack mask, was the mother of Osawe, while Ohomi was Idubo's mother. Ohomi gave birth to Idubo a few hours before Osawe arrived, but because Idubo did not immediately cry at birth, Osawe, who did, was reported first to the king, Oba Ozolwa, according to the Benin tradition. However, at the time Idubo cried, the mother quickly reported his birth to the king, but the king had performed the proclamation rites of Osawe, the son of Queen Idia, as the first son. That created bitter quarrel between the two brothers when they grew up, as Idubo was very bitter that his younger brother was proclaimed the first son when he was the first to be delivered. As the Duke of Udo, Prince Idubo refused to accept a subordinate role to his brother Oba Esige. He first tried to make Udo the capital of Benin Kingdom with himself as king. This battle for supremacy resulted in war between the two brothers. According to an author, embarking on what was called the last battle, Arwan told his son Onioni to stay at home and wait for him to return, and told his household that when they hear the sound of the magical bell that he placed at home, they will know that he has been conquered. At the one front, he identified another warrior, a resemblance of himself, and without properly scrutinizing the man, he used a sword laced with potent charms to slaughter him. He later regrettably found out that the warrior he killed was his son, Onioni, whom he had earlier told to stay at home. And while he was returning home, the magical bell was sounding, and they all believed that he had been conquered. The wife was said to have jumped into a river close to the lake. As soon as Arwan got home, he found out that his wife had jumped into the river, and he also jumped into the lake. According to local residents, the lake had remained the untouched till today, as no one is allowed to step into it, as they believe doing so might result in tragic end. It is also forbidden to kill or eat any animal from or around the lake. Secretary Benin Traditional Council Frank Rabo gave account of Prince Idubo.
Arwan and Esige were brothers. Even though Arwan was born first, but Esige was considered to be the first son, being that he cried when he was born. So they both grew up, and Arwan became a very powerful prince. There was this battle for supremacy on who will take over the throne. So there was this first contest, there was second contest. So the last battle they had, the Oba forces went and defeated the forces from Udo led by Arwan. So because Arwan could not be captured, we were told that because of the mystical power he has, he actually entered, he transmuted, and entered into a lake. As at now, the lake is still there.
This is the statue of Idubo, who was the Duke of Udo community. As huge as this statue is, we've been told that the size of Idubo was times 2 or 3 of this statue you are seeing here. No wonder in Benin he was referred to as Aruan. Aruan means someone who has physical strength, and we're told that because he had such a physical strength, he could use his bare hand to pull a pantry and use it to sweep his compound. For the people of Udo, they still believe that Aruan is still existing. From Udo community in Ovia Southwest local government area of Edo State. Best in Biere reporting.
Watching this video, thank you very much. Please like and share it and come your way next time. I remain your favorite YouTuber, Young.i.d TV. Bye.